All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a 30-day case study for a towing client, right, who is a call-only towing client. So all the leads I'm about to show you right now in the last 30 days are straight phone calls directly to our client. Now, what you're about to see is a template, right? It's a Google Ads campaign that we use to drive inbound phone calls for people actively searching for a tow truck to come get them right on the side of the road in real time. Now, if you want this for your towing company, there is a link in the description below this video. You can apply to work with us. Assuming your market's not taken, we can roll this campaign out for you and start generating phone calls within 24 hours. So let me show you guys this. This is really, really cool. So we are inside our client's Google Ads account. Now, the client owns this Google Ads account. We're not just creating one and leasing it to him or anything like that. So this is his account. He owns everything in here. He's just licensing our system, how we do this, right? So what you're looking at is our towing campaign services lead generation campaign. This is all phone calls, right? There is no contact forms. This is what every single towing client we have gets, and it's predictable and produces calls consistently, which is nice. So last 30 days, August 12th to September 10th, I'm going to walk you through some basic stats here, and then I'm going to walk you through and show you the keywords that are driving all the phone calls and all kinds of cool stuff. So check this out. He has a $75 a day budget Monday through Friday, which is great for towing. I wouldn't really recommend too much lower than $75 a day Monday through Friday. You really want to have some budget so you can really get that volume of leads that you need. And right now he's doing 125 clicks a month in his market. Now keep in mind, if you're not in a decent sized market, you're going to have lower lead volume. And I don't mean you don't have to be in Dallas or Houston, but you can't be in the middle of the Pocono Mountains, because then you're going to have realistic expectations, which our team will tell you based on your location. If you come on with us, what you should expect lead volume wise, price wise, based on your market. So 125 clicks from him, 1,400 impressions, 8.82% click-through rate, which means people like the ads they're seeing and they're responding to them based on the searches they made in Google. Average cost per click is about $10, $10.5, which don't worry about that. The only metric that matters is the cost per phone call, right? So in the last 30 days, he spent $1,329 on marketing. He's gotten 87 inbound phone calls at $15.28 a phone call, which is right about where we want to be with towing phone calls. Ideally, we want to be between $10 and $15. 15 is on the little higher end, but that'll come down the more we optimize this. His conversion rate is 69%, which is crazy. So every 100 clicks we send this campaign, it generates 69 phone calls. So this just becomes a game of scaling, guys. Once we get the cost per lead a little bit lower, I want to see that more around 14, 13. Then you go to the client and we'd be like, listen, you're spending 75 a day. Do you need more phone calls? If he says, yes, I can handle more, I need more dispatch stuff, then we will increase his budget to whatever he wants to generate that additional phone call volume he wants. Like I said before, this is a template. It's a system. Every towing client gets the same campaign, the same ads, the same landing pages. It doesn't matter what market you're in. This works, and it's rinse and repeatable. And you can see his search impression share is only 51%, which means he's only hitting half of the market. So he has another 50% to grow to easily double this lead volume once we increase that budget and start scaling here. So if we go into the campaign, check this out. You'll see all of the ad groups we're going after and the conversions that each ad group is driving, right? So towing company, 30 leads. Towing Orlando, he's in the Florida market, 24 leads. Towing services, 16. Kissimmee is another geolocation, right? Six leads. I should say calls. Call a tow truck, five calls, right? Sanford, another geo, 4 calls, and then it trickles down. But the powerful thing about this is these are people who are on their phones searching Google for a tow truck to come get them. So it doesn't get much more targeted than this, right? These are people who are pulled over on the side of the road and they need a tow truck, and they're searching Google and calling our client. So if we go into the keywords, you'll see here too another thing. If you don't know anything about Google Ads, there's different match types. We only use exact match keywords, right? Which are the highest quality keywords you can have, match type wise, when we're going after these campaigns for our clients. If you see things that are pausing here, that's just our team doing routine optimizations, which they will go in from week to week and pause keywords that are driving too high of a cost per call, or if it didn't convert at all out of a certain amount, then we just pause it and turn it off. And that's how we continually whittle down and optimize the campaign to get that cost per lead where we want it. So these are all phone calls you're seeing right here. A lot of geo stuff. So people in certain towns, Orlando is big, obviously, which now makes sense after seeing his search impression share, why he's only at 50%. With a $75 a day budget, he could easily double that budget and get a ton more phone calls when he's ready to. So biggest keywords, right? 30 phone calls driven from towing company near me. Like, do you think that you could close somebody who calls you on the side of the road and search Google for a towing company near them into a deal for your company? That's how high quality these calls are. Tow truck service, towing companies in Orlando. That drove 14 phone calls. Call towing company, 5 phone calls. Tow truck service near me, 2 phone calls, and on, and they just keep going. So if we go down to devices here, you'll see we are only going after mobile traffic because this is a call-only campaign. There is no option to become a contact form lead. It's not even an option in this campaign. They can only call or not. So obviously they're calling in a very high percentage, 69% conversion rate, which is totally insane. So like I said before, every 100 clicks we drive for this client, 69 people are calling him for a towing service. So again, if this is something of interest to you, this is a template. We clone this, we roll it out for your location and for your company to start sending cash calls for your towing business. And we can do this as fast as 24 hours. We already have the playbook, guys. All you got to do is make sure that your market's not taken, because obviously we can't work with everybody. So there's a link below this video in the description. You can apply to work with us. And if your market's not taken, then we can take you on and roll this out in 24 hours. All right, guys, I'll catch you later.